Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm an attorney with Goldman and Associates, and today I'd like to talk about division of assets, particularly in a divorce where there's a lot of assets to divide, or what we call a high asset divorce. Generally speaking, in most cases in the state of Michigan, the court is going to try to be as equal as possible in the division of marital assets. But remember, assets that you happen to have now are not necessarily 100% marital. Sometimes a person, for example, maybe you're an executive in a company, you've been building up a huge 401k, you've been contributing to it for 30 years, and then 15 years in you got married. Now the asset has a value. The value that it has is reflective of the accumulation of growth over a 30-year period. But only half of that is marital because you're only married for 15 years of it. So in a scenario like that, what we're going to do is we're going to try to evaluate, and if we have trouble, we hire experts, and we're going to evaluate the worth of that asset as of the day you got married. Why? Because in most scenarios, that is off the table. That is yours. Now we look at the marital asset, the portion that accumulated during the marriage, and that's going to be subject to division. So in a scenario like this, part of it's going to be yours, and part of it that's marital is also going to be yours, and the other part that's marital is something that's going to be split with the spouse. So that's how generally we evaluate these things. Now clearly, if you have an asset that was 100% accumulated during the marriage, that asset is, of course, going to be subject to division. That's a little easier of a calculation. But like I demonstrated before, not all assets lend themselves to such a fast calculation. Some require appraisal. Some are businesses where the value of it is a question of opinion. So in that scenario, we retain experts in order to determine the appropriate value when we're dividing it up in a divorce. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out. If you have found this helpful, please like and share.